Hi, y'all. It's your girl, Leslie Watley with coachingandsuccessful.com. Here to interview the owner of Tight-Fisted Fashions, Zakia Shivers. Come on, let's go in. Let's check her out.
Kid.
How are you?
Good. How are you, girl? Good to see you again.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. So can you tell us a little bit about Tight-Fisted Fashion today?
Sure. We are a secondhand, vintage, consignment and resale store. And a lot of people aren't really sure what that is.
Okay.
So basically what we do is we sell gently used clothes, shoes, and accessories. We have everything from vintage to gently used pieces that maybe you brought, you know, and because you couldn't return it to a traditional retail store. So we have everything. We have a little bit of the period pieces, all the way up to your trendy items that you might see in any store or on the runway.
Okay, that sounds awesome, girl. So how did you come up with the name Tight-Fisted Fashion?
Tight-fisted fashion. Well, basically, I really wanted something that spoke to what the business was,
Okay.
but also had the potential to be more. For example, tight-fisted really means being cheap. But I didn't want it to sound cheap. I wanted it to sound well thought out. I wanted to sound like something that could grow and become other things. So I played around with the name, and I said, I like the way this sounds.
Okay.
It rolls off the tongue. It's a little lengthy, but once people understand what we are and what we do, I think people will be very pleased to know that we do offer, you know, really affordable things. And tight-fisted also has a second meaning where we are really about uplifting and empowering the community. So we want to make people aware of some of the things that they can do, such as buying secondhand clothes to save their wallets and also save some of the waste in the environment. So tight-fisted fashion is just a little bit of everything.
I get that. I understand that. So how'd you get into the consignment business?
I started shopping and thrifting for myself.
Okay.
And people like some of the pieces that I had. People say, oh, where did you get that? And I would tell them where, and they would go and didn't find the same things. And I think it's because it takes a particular person to be able to dig through racks of clothing to find that right piece. And so I started doing it for other people.
Okay.
And then I started doing it for other people, and then I started doing it for myself just in case other people wanted something. I would just pull pieces for other people. And then I started to think, I can do this for myself. I can do this, you know. So I set some money aside. I did some soul searching, asked a couple of people, did a lot of research, and you know, I kind of learned how to do the business as I'm doing the business. So,
Okay.
I really, you know, can thank some of my friends and family members for pushing me to, you know, try some different things, and also to encourage me to, you know, get some things for them as a starting point for the business.
Okay, that sounds good. So, I mean, you were talking about, like, how you got into the business, but how long did it take you to actually get here? Or how long have you been in the business? How long have you had this shop here?
Well, it's been a journey. It's been progressive. Initially, I started out kind of just in my car, just having some things just for, you know, for people in case they wanted a quick outfit or a piece of jewelry. Then I packed my house full of things, and when that got too overwhelming, I started selling online.
Okay.
And a nice place to start is your traditional eBay, Etsy shops, you know, for small businesses. And then I said, I can do this for myself.
Okay.
So I started my own website where I was able to sell things online, and that was about 3 years ago. So I would say I started the business 3 years ago, because that's when I started trying to do it for profit.
Okay.
Then after that, I started vending really heavily in the area, just going to different farmers markets, going to different house parties, going to different fashion expos, events, and really networking and connecting with people. I have a huge box full of contacts from that. So that kind of gave me that push and that notoriety to go to the next level, which was having the shop. So I've been open here for about a year.
Okay.
And I think my journey has been pretty quick. I think it's mostly because I've been very blessed to have a lot of people who are supportive, and also have some of the resources available to me, such as, you know, just knowing the right people, knowing, you know, who can fix the space up really nicely, knowing people who have secondhand racks to help set the racks up in the store, or even stylists to come in and say, you know what, let's move this here, let's move that there.
Okay.
So that has helped me along that 3-year journey really, I guess, progressed pretty quickly.
Okay. Did you always know that you would be a business owner?
I always knew that I wanted a business.
Okay.
I always felt that business was for someone who was set, someone who worked and saved a lot of money, that went to business school. I didn't really see myself as a business person,
Okay.
perhaps as early in life, because I have so many other things that I wanted to do. But it really did just kind of come to me. I always knew that I would have a business. Never knew it would be this business. Never knew it would be right now. But this is a great time.
Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
Could you kind of tell us a little bit about like some of the highs and the lows of owning a business that you could give advice to some of our listeners today?
Oh, okay. Let's say definitely one of the high points was having a grand opening party.
Okay.
Grand opening really, it sets your business up. It's just something that you have to do to kind of say, hello world, I'm here. This is what we're about. This is what we're doing. So that was great. I had a really great turnout.
Okay.
I had a lot of people that just heard about it and were curious, and they came, and I got a really good feedback from people, both positive and negative, about the space, about the business, about the event. So everything was, really good. I was just on a high. I was just so happy that so many people came to support me.
Okay.
And I would say a low point, probably some of the, I guess the negative feedback or some of the rejection. That is really difficult when you see the vision for your business and other people do not. And that's also, just a part of life. So just that low point of being rejected and trying to figure out what to do next. One of the lowest points, I would say, was when I was looking for a business loan.
Okay.
To start and have this space, and, being rejected and having to develop your credit personally and professionally. That's something that you don't really think that you would have to do. So it's difficult hearing that. So, but I think it made me stronger, it made me better, it made me more creative about how to move the business forward.
I'm glad you said that about making you stronger. Do you have any personal mantras or anything that you kind of, held on to, like a scripture or something that gave you encouragement?
Right.
Through your hardest times?
I would say, I guess my mantra for life in general is hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. You want your business, you want to be successful in any endeavor that you do. In case that doesn't happen, you have to have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D.
Right.
And when you're in business for yourself, you have to be able to take care of not only the business, but also your own expenses. You don't want to shut out your friends. You don't want to shut out your family. But you do want your friends and family to be supportive of you and understand that you do have to make some sacrifices in order for you to grow both as a professional and as a business person.
Okay.
So I think that is a great mantra for business. Hope that you're going to have the success that you want. Hope that people are going to come and support you and buy everything that you have or use your services, but also be prepared in case some people don't quite get the message. What are you going to do next? Are you going to give up, or are you going to say, I didn't get the response I wanted. What else can I do? Who else can I contact? How else can I build myself, build my brand? What else do I need to work on as far as getting that attention, getting that notoriety, and just being patient?
Okay.
It doesn't happen overnight.
I know that's right. So where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I would say probably doing the same thing. I can't give away all my trade secrets, but I will say I would like to see this space or this type of space in other locations.
Okay, I know that's right.
So even if I can get some employees or some interns to come in and, really just take over this space so that I can start looking at other spaces, I think that would be nice. Some people are limited, they have limited mobility, so having access to tightfisted fashion in a number of areas online and also in different retail stores would definitely help the brand, help me, help Baltimore, help everybody get a little bit more fashionable.
Okay, I know I've been all in your business. I got one more question, then I'm going to get up and take a look at some of these hot items that you have. Kia, what advice would you give our listening audience today who might be interested in starting their own boutique one day?
That is a really good question. It's a loaded question. I would say anybody that's looking to start your own business, definitely do your homework. Education doesn't stop. You have to learn every aspect of the business and really be a student of the business.
Yeah.
I would say the number one thing is to make sure that legally, your papers are all filed, but also make sure that you have a plan for your business,
Yeah.
that you know the insides and out of the business. The items that you want for sale, the services, if you're offering services, you have to know everything in case someone has a question or in case someone is really interested in who you are as a person and may want to encourage you and want to help you. So you have to know the details of both your life and also of the business. Just generally the field that you want to do, but also specifically some of the little items that make the business flow, such as how are you going to get there? Are there any bus lines that take you to the location? Are there people who are doing similar things? Are they having an event at the same time? So you have to really multitask and know all facets of the business and really be dedicated to kind of learning, more about it, how to get to the next level if that's your intention, how to maintain if you want longevity, and also how to, generate funds to start it out. That's always important too.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know you're very busy. We here at coachingandsuccessful.com really appreciate this interview.
Thank you.
And I want to get up and take a look at some of the stuff and see what I can buy.
Thank you so
Everybody
much for
come on
having
by.
me. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.